What's going on, YouTube? Today we are down here at the Crowley factory lofts, formerly known as the Crowley plant, here on the south side of Binghamton. And we're right next to, so you see the smokestack here, and then if you look over, we are right next to the Rock Bottom Dam across from downtown Binghamton. And the Parkview Diner is also kind of hidden by these bushes over here. But I'm sure some of you guys know somebody, or maybe even some of you watching the channel used to work here back in the day. Well, this 73,000 square foot former milk factory is actually going to be converted into, I think it was 78 market rate apartments that are going to be geared towards young professionals, according to the news story I read. And today what I'm going to do is show you guys from the air and the ground what the plant looks like today, so that as it gets redeveloped, we can track the progress and you guys can see what it looks like when it's finished. So yeah, 78 market rate apartments. I did read somewhere that the apartments facing the river are going to cost more money than the ones that'll face this direction. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how they convert a former milk plant into nice apartments. And, you know, I think Binghamton definitely needs more housing, and as long as it's somewhat affordable, I think it'll take off and do really well. The whole project, according to what I've read, is going to cost $13 million. Which, to be honest, sounds kind of cheap for 78 apartments. So Serve Pro, right across the street here from the factory, Birch Street. Such interesting looking windows on this place too, you know? Has a very historic, old-timey look to it. Got the fire sprinkler over here, and the old-fashioned alarm bell. A lot of damage to the windows on this building, sadly. I wonder if it was vandalism or maybe like a rock flew off a car or something, but my best bet is going to be vandalism. So we're on Conklin Avenue walking east right now. Wonder what that was for. That's interesting. And, you know, once they get this redeveloped, I think a lot of it'll have very cool looking windows and features. Oh, cool. This door just happens to be open right here. Wonder what that equipment did. Maybe it did some kind of milk or something. Looks pretty emptied out inside. Wonder if there's already elevators in here or not. Huh, very interesting. I did see some people on the roof earlier. I wonder if they're like engineers or architects or something. Hey, look, a little window here. You can get your milk to go, I guess. Cool little doorway here. Got that classic 80s/90s block glass look there. Rusted out old air conditioner frame. You can just make out the top of the billboard there for Crowley, or it says Crowley on it. They got a public notice has been given for a hearing that already happened on September 12th. I believe I also read that they're getting $2 million in grant money towards the project, because this is like a historic old plant. Apologize for the coughing. My throat is a little dry from the heat. So here's the other side of the Crowley building. You got the historic old Crowley sign up there, although it's missing a letter. You got some of the milk containers going on over here. More of the old school block glass over there. And some doorways here where they would probably pick up the milk or whatever. Some more machinery on the ground over here. Genuinely curious as to what all this stuff did. I mean, if you know, write it down in the comments. And yeah, the other side of the plant is going to have really awesome views of downtown Binghamton. There's the state office tower, the courthouse over there. And you can just make out the top of the printing house, which used to be the press building. So very interesting views anyway. And then for the rest of this street, rest of Conklin Avenue, you got some of the cooler looking old bars over here that are still in business, you know. They still, people still go here. Conklin Avenue, I understand, used to be a lot more hoppin' years ago. Here's a wider shot of the Crowley plant for you, smokestack. And you can see the little backside of the building up against the river. I think this is going to be a really cool project. You know, like I said, the people living there are going to have great views in the long run. And then I'll just go a little further down Conklin Avenue for you guys here. So this is the corner of Conklin and Telegraph Street. And like 2 or 3 years ago, there was a building right here that actually had a pretty big fire and burned down. So there you go. That's our quick look around the Crowley factory plant. It's incredibly loud here on Conklin Avenue. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and hit subscribe down below. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.